glorious. No, I won't give in, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
Take my fucking money! Take my money! Take it! All of it! All $30 worth! Take all of my $30! Take it all! Shit, I'll pay! I'll pay! If you know what I'm talking about, I'll just explain it. I'm on Twitter. Matt Hardy's tweeting out, you know what Bray Wyatt said. Like, Matt Hardy's tweeting how, I invite Meek Mahan's SmackDown Live's champs to total non-stop deletion. Bray Wyatt says, you know where to find us. Take my fucking money. Take my money. Like, pretend you're a robber and take my shit. Okay? Take my shit. Take my money, okay? I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't give a fuck how annoying it is. Take my money. Now, everything on tonight's show. Let me just get straight to it, okay? So let me just go on Wrestling Inc. News.com or WrestlingInc.com, whatever the fuck. We begin SmackDown as Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan are watching. And they're watching what happened last week with the Battle Royale. AJ all walks up and says, if you had a better angle, he clearly won. Bryan says the match with Harper is still on for tonight. AJ can't believe it. He starts ripping on Harper's hygiene, and Harper was standing right behind him. He's like, yeah, keep talking. Shane and Daniel Bryan was like, yeah, keep talking that shit. Yep, yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Yep. Yeah. That was so hilarious. Give me one more. And AJ realized he's fucking behind me, ain't he? He turns around. Shit. Okay. And then he just walks off. And Harper says, thank you. And then the show started finally with the intro. But they didn't do pyro. If you guys watch my uterus mode, I don't know why you fucking don't, but if you watch my uterus mode, I always have my intro, and most of the time, pyro. Or at least, like, if I don't have pyro, it's because I fucked up and I forgot to record this part and this part. I always record a new video of the pyro. That's what I always do. I don't keep the same footage from the first time I do it and insert it. No, because I like it when it shows the graphic of where we are tonight. Like, 1 week it will say we're from New York City, and the next week it will say we're in, like, Albany, New York, or blah blah blah. Like, you know, like that. Yeah. So they need to do that. I mean, 205 Live have their intro and pyro. Why can't SmackDown do that? Or Raw? For fuck's sake. But that's just something that irks me at the start of the show. But everything else, it's not like a thing I will lose sleep over. It's just, you know, it would have been a nice touch, you know. But yeah, it's like wearing a suit with no tie. You know, the tie is a nice touch. Just saying. Anyways, Miz comes down to the fucking ring with his beautiful Canadian wife. Yeah, I had to pause after I said Canadian, because you gotta remember she's Canadian, not American, yeah. Even though so many Americans want to come over to Canada, so we're Mexican. Fuck you, Scott Steiner. What did he said that on TNA or WCW, whatever. He said Mexicans up north. Fuck you, cause people want to go to Mexico up north, dickhead. Anyways, Miz in the ring introducing Cena. Cena comes out. Miz was like, you don't say a word. Cut his mic off. Because I have 10 years, I didn't know about this, 10 years of frustration to get off my chest. And as Cena has cost him countless opportunities. This is a special edition of Miz TV. Miz goes on and brings up WrestleMania 33 being around the corner, and Miz says there was a time where he headlined WrestleMania 27, and he beat John Cena. Yeah, he did. He retained the title twice and beat him once at WrestleMania. He retained the title once due to a double countout, and then the second time, thanks to The Rock, he got the pinfall victory regardless and won the match. Yeah, just have to be cleared up on that, right? What did I left off? Headline WrestleMania, beat Cena, and what did Cena do 2 weeks later? He found a way to manipulate the most important part of anyone's career, turning it into nothing. Miz accuses Cena of being jealous of him. Miz saying he's not the only one seeing through it anymore, saying how John Cena is not even, like, John Cena is not what he says he is, you know. And John Cena basically put his ass on blast, saying, look, bro, you're saying the same shit like everyone else. Like AJ Styles, CM Punk, The Rock, all you motherfuckers are saying the same goddamn thing. And if you're wondering why I deleted my Raw review, it's because the fucking microphone, the mic that was picking up was the goddamn laptop, not my mic, not this beautiful blue snowball I have right in front of me. So that's why I deleted it. I'm not going to do another Raw review. Fuck that. What's the point of me doing a review anyways? I just saved my... I wasted time, but I gained it all back. So yeah, just have to clear that up. People are starting to see how John Cena is a hypocrite. Saying, you know, Miz mentions how Cena railed The Rock for doing Hollywood stuff, but now he's doing the same thing. And then a "you sold out" chant. I'm like, damn! Where is this coming from? Miz goes on and says Cena isn't Super Cena anymore. He's barely decent Cena. We get dueling chants from Cena now. Miz goes on and mentions how Cena even stole the spotlight from Ric Flair. Miz allows Cena to speak now. Oh my, Cena tore Miz's asshole. Like, he took Miz's asshole, ripped it off, and gave him a new one. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get the point. He fucking ripped this guy. Like, they both ripped each other equally. I will say that. This segment made 3 hours of Raw like a fucking, like, you know, the Men in Black with the when you blank your memory, you know, that shit. Yeah, that's what they did tonight, right? So Cena says Miz finally gets the chance to go toe-to-toe with him, but that's the best he got. Cena says if he was really pulling the strings at WWE, he wouldn't be standing. I find this so true. If you're pulling strings and we're wrestling entertainment, why the fuck would you spend your time with The Miz right now? You should be with The Undertaker. And the fans went crazy. Cena goes on and rips Miz, saying he tried to bootleg The Rock's electricity, trying to get in WWE. He stole Chris Jericho's personality. He took his last name and shortened it, like, and try to, you know, that's where he came in with The Rock's electricity, trying to get in WWE. He stole Chris Jericho's personality when he got to WWE. He stole Ric Flair's figure 4, which I had a problem with since day one. Well, not day one, after he turned heel again, because he was a face at the time. So yeah, and then took the Enterprise offense and personality. Cena says Miz has reduced to stealing what AJ Styles has been saying for months. Cena says Miz has no idea who he is. He's a dude dressed up as a dude playing another dude. Saying John Cena is basically saying you played yourself. Cena goes on, fans starting to chant his name. Well-deserved Cena chant at that moment. Cena tells Miz not to bring a knife to a gunfight. Fans went crazy with that. The next time they talk, because Miz isn't the Undertaker, but if he presses Cena again, he would be a dead man. Cena tried to leave. Maurice stops him and says, "You ain't leaving until we say you leave, bruh. You ain't leaving until we say you can go. You are half the man my husband is." But he's not. She says Cena's problem is his ego. She calls him a control egomaniac freak. Maurice jokes on, the bigger the ego, the smaller the package. God damn, that's like me going to a club, being the biggest douche, like how I am, fat and everything, going to a club and being the most narcissistic freaking tool, biggest douchebag on planet Earth, and then one person shuts me down. That's what Maurice is basically. That you know, bigger the ego, smaller the deal. So, and then she goes on and she slaps Cena. See, I thought Cena was gonna go after Miz, but Cena was like, "You just made the biggest mistake of her life." And the second he finished saying that, said Nikki Bella's music hit, she came down, and then Maurice and Miz went to the crowd. Nikki takes the mic and says, "Maurice, you mess with my man, I'ma break you, you bitch." I don't know if that was the direct quote, but something along those lines. I legit popped for that. The connection and the promo from all of them were fan-fucking-tastic. This made me wish I could go back in time to last night and slap myself and say, "Look, do not watch Raw. Turn that shit off. Go to sleep. Wake up, and then be hyped for SmackDown." That's the fuck what I would do. And 2 out of 3 falls after that. Becky Lynch wins in the end. Alexa Bliss tried to help, but in the end, Mickie James got fucked. Oh, by the way, they had the nerve to call her fat. I didn't even tweet that out. I didn't tweet that out. BTW, they had the nerve. I won't say it till the day I die. They had the nerve to call Mickie James fat back then. Hashtag SmackDownLive. Hashtag fucking smack. Woo! There you go. You can go on my Twitter right there. You will see the tweet. I ain't bullshitting. Yep. Renee Young interviews AJ Styles, saying how the match with him is bogus because Harper's feet clearly hit the floor, even though it's the other way around. Styles says he will beat Harper and go on to where he belongs, where I think he belongs. I'm pretty sure you believe he belongs at the main event of WrestleMania. Dasha Fuentes interviews Alexa Bliss, talking about interfering in the last match. Bliss ends up dissing Dasha before Natalya comes up. Natalya saying how, it's all about you. You and I have something in common. We had 2 big wins last week. Where we're both champions. She said something about champions. And then Alexa Bliss was like, hold up. What about champions? And he's like, oh, I'm just kidding. It's all about you. Until I take that title from you. I'm like, ooh, I would like to see that. Bliss versus Natty. Women's title. I would like to see that. Something different, By the way, I tweeted out saying how if they give me segments, Miz, Maurice, Nikki Bella, and John Cena like that, I will accept this mixed tag team match. I mean, I believe from Solomonster said this. How, for people that hate John Cena with a passion, like a Bruce Blitz or Tyrone Magnus, people like that, right? They gotta look at it like this. Yeah, you don't want to see him on your TV screen, but at least he's down in the main event, or going after the championship, or in a big match where it will devalue everything else. Think about that. So yeah, great match between Harper and Styles. Styles, I believe, did the phenomenal forearm onto Luke Harper. He pinned him. Foot was on the rope, and he swiped it off. Then Shane came out, was like, no, foot on the ropes. Restart the match now. Match goes on. AJ Styles dropped Harper, went to Shane McMahon's face. Harper came through, super kicked Shane by accident, and then Styles hit him with the 450 splash that beat Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title at Bound for Glory 2009, and then Styles became the World Contender. Yeah. Backstage, Nikki Bella and Cena with Renee Young, and then Carmella and James Ellsworth come through, both going at it. Nikki Bella and John Cena finishing each other's sentences and shit. They're like, I was thinking, we should have a mixed tag team match. How about you and you versus us two phonies? And Ellsworth basically saying how Nikki Bella's titties are fake. I have no problem with fake titties unless they're like Natty's, hard as a fucking rock. Now I'm just trying to be funny, for fuck's sake. Ambrose versus Hawk. This match didn't even start. Get this shit out of here. Ambrose came through, dropped Hawkins' dirty deeds, and then cut a promo on Corbin. Corbin and, we're going at it, saying how Corbin's like, oh, you cost me the championship. You're like a damn speed bump on my way to the WWE Championship. But now, Dean Ambrose is a deer in the way, and he's going to run him over. Yes. And then Ambrose is like, bro, if you think like, you shouldn't start shit with me because you're not gonna win. Chairs match between Ziggler and Cruz after that segment. Dolph Ziggler won the match. I kind of phased out after that. Wyatt, Bray Wyatt was just talking. I was recording SmackDown Universal at this point, but then I caught Randy Orton in a fucking barn. I'm like, what's going on here? Randy Orton's in a barn talking about Sister Abigail, and look, in the end, Randy Orton burned the freaking barn down. It reminded me of Def Jam Fight for New York, when Sticky Fingers in the last part of the story was burning a building down. That's what that reminded me. But the difference is Randy Orton was alone, and then he had the nerve to freaking pose in front of the fire. What the fuck was that? And Bray Wyatt's going ballistic. Was like, no, Randy, no, I'm gonna kill you. Oh my god. He lost his mind, and the show starts. The show ends as the fans were chanting his name. So, summing up SmackDown, great show. I would say better than last week, in my opinion. But overall, it's a better show. So if you want to know why I didn't record Raw, it's because the microphone didn't pick up, and I didn't feel like doing it again. And yeah, fuck Raw. Psst. So I was gonna do a bragging rights, but I'm like, SmackDown automatically won. There's no point in me doing that. So let me just record it now. I put my SmackDown Universe mode to pause. So hope you guys enjoy this SmackDown Live review. If you guys can, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Boy123Gym, Twitter, Instagram, link is in the description box below. I post here and there. Yeah. And stay tuned for SmackDown Universe Mode this Thursday. And I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out later. Miz and Maurice and Cena and Nikki Bella. Oh my.